Hi there. We're going to have a look at finger position today. So what that means is where you're placing your fingers and where they need to be in the future. So if you're doing scales, we want to make sure that we're using one finger per fret. Okay, so what that means is, say if you've done your A minor scale with your first and second finger, look, that's fine. It just means when you get to that second octave, you're going to have to move back to the first fret. Okay, so when you start to play fast, that little movement actually becomes a bit annoying and slows you down. So we're going to try using your second and third finger. So, alright, so 0, 2, 3, 0, 2, 3, 0, 2. Then onto your first finger, 1, 3, 0, 1, 3. Okay, and that can get you a really nice smooth run. Now, something to note here, I'm still sitting with this guitar down flat. If that's feeling really awkward, do move it around, lift it upright between your legs this way. It makes it a lot easier to fit your wrist on, okay? Just for video purposes, it's nice and easy to sit this down flat. Alright, now what we're going to do is actually look at what this is for. So great, you can do a fast run, but you can also really use it to set yourself up. Now, if you think about this run, that note is actually part of the A minor. So I could do a run and I'm already set to play my chord. Doesn't need to be that though. We can move a bit further up. And let it go. So you should still have that second finger ready to pounce there. And it works as well with some other chords that fit in with this scale. So you might have a alright, that's straight out of our D minor. Okay, and you can also run into your E minor. Now, just a little Easter egg for you as well. You may have noticed that these two strings, both E, and if I've got those notes in a scale, well, those notes are going to be in it as well. So when we're running down into that E, we can actually add those notes in. So it might be a alright, you can see how my finger position there has set myself up to do the E minor with those two. Alright, so have a nice little play around with it. Great sound to it. Alright, so putting a few things together, you've got your A minor, D minor, one version of E minor. Even darker version of E minor. Okay, so you can see how where you have your fingers can really sell a chord. Okay, so have a play around with those. Now, I want to show you something else as well. So this is just a bit of practice. Now, as a warm-up, it's really good to actually run through and practice stretching your fingers out across all of these frets. And again, change the guitar around if you really feel too much pressure on your wrist. But we can just run through each and every note. There's nothing to this really, except getting your fingers used to playing in the right position, and it starts to get that pinky to work as well. Alright, so run through that. It's a really good warm-up, and you can walk it up the fretboard as well. So alright, and if you get going, you can go backwards. Alright, and so on. So when you come into level 3 and you start going to do some scales that move right up the neck, you can actually have your fingers a little bit ready for where they need to be. Leave it there, and I'll see you next time.